Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I wanted to do an empties video. I feel like I haven't done one of these in a while. I think the last one I uploaded went up 3 months ago, so I felt like it was a good time to kind of show you what I've used, maybe let you know if I've repurchased or if I've moved on. As usual, I'd love to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also be sure to add me on all of your other social media platforms. I will link my handles down below. And also, if you haven't already, be sure to check out my last upload. I think that you will have seen my Proteini kind of product review. I will link that up for you right over there, and I will also leave a link for it down in the bottom bar. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. So I'll go ahead and start with skincare, then do makeup, and then do kind of hair, since I do feel like I have quite a number of products from all categories. I will just start with sheet masks, since I do feel like I use a number of them. I do limit my use, or I do kind of just avoid them during winter just because it's really cold, but I will just chat about my favorites from the bunch that I have tried. So I'll start with the Skin Laundry Wrinkle Release Facial Sheet Mask. This was nice. I feel like it wasn't too hydrating or too moisturizing to the skin. I did actually like the sheet a lot in this, and there was not a lot of essence in this actual pack. Will I buy it again? Probably not. And that is only because I have been hoarding sheet masks for quite a while now, so I do have a number of sheet masks that I have yet to try. And then I have another one by Red Earth here. This is the Have Fun Hydrating Facial Mask. That is what she looks like here, and this is supposed to replenish dehydrated skin. This is supposed to boost moisture, and it also has aloe vera, chrysanthemum, and sugarcane. This antioxidant filled mask helps to retain optimal moisture balance. I actually really liked this. I found that this mask was definitely a lot more hydrating than this Wrinkle Release facial sheet mask. I don't think that this is actually supposed to hydrate. However, this is more for fine line and wrinkle repair, and maybe for brightening and tightening. This does have, however, 19 conditioning extracts. For fine lines, I feel like this really did an excellent job, but then as far as hydrating, I feel like this hydrated my skin the most. This is also jam-packed with essence here, so I felt that even after application, I had enough to apply a second layer of that over top the skin, and I actually found that I had some additional essence to put around the elbows and the knees. Another facial mask that you have actually seen me try in one of my videos is the Erno, Laszlo, Lighten, and Brighten. This is a Hydrogel mask. I really liked this mask. I felt that my skin was instantly brighter, and it felt plumper and smoother. This is supposed to hydrate, brighten, correct dullness, and it is also supposed to improve clarity and overall brightness. Hydrogel masks typically don't have a lot of essence in them, which is something that I have come to expect, but I really liked this nonetheless. And I also liked pairing this mask with the eye mask patches. I feel like together those two worked very well. And another mask that I was actually quite wowed by is the AC Calming System Mask. This is by Ins by N, I think. But I got this in one of my face story boxes that I have been hoarding. Holy cow, this was amazing. This has, I think it has aloe and green tea extract. I used this mask after using my PMD microderm machine, and this just helped to relieve any redness or inflammation that I had going on prior to using the PMD machine, and then also post. But this really helped to calm the skin. It didn't feel active at all. I didn't feel a pinprickle or a tingle. I just felt it very calming and cooling to the skin. Even though I do have a list going of facial masks or facial sheet masks that I have loved from Face Story. I do have a list. I will definitely be adding this one because I was just so wowed by this. I think that if you maybe have oily skin, or if you have very inflamed, sensitive, irritated skin, you definitely need to check this out. But yeah, this is an excellent sheet mask. Here I have the Murad Hydro-Quenching Essence. I love this stuff. I typically actually like to recommend this to clients who are dry or dehydrated, who want smoother texture. I recommend that you use this before any other serums to kind of drive them deeper into the skin. Unlike any of the other essences that I own that are watery, this has a creamy, lightweight kind of consistency. I do have another one of these on rotation, another one of my favorite products. This is the Drunk Elephant C-Firma Day Serum. This is my favorite, I guess, serum to use during the day. I've already got one on rotation and I absolutely love this stuff. Been using it, I think, for over a year or two now, and this helps to firm and brighten the skin, and it also preps the skin for makeup application if you're into that, or it just gives the skin a very smooth, luminous finish. I highly recommend this for all skin types, and also anyone concerned with hyperpigmentation, aging, and texture. I think this will definitely help with texture as it firms and brightens and smooths. Let's chat about moisturizers here. This was something I got in a Sephora play box. This is the Algenist Complete Eye Renewal Balm. I used this at the very beginning of winter and it's all gone here. This was a little heavy on my eyes, but I really liked that additional level of moisture this added to the skin, especially at the beginning of winter. So I would recommend this for anyone who has a dry eye area, who is concerned with aging. I wouldn't be using this during spring or summer. I do have a normal skin type. And then this is the Belif, the True Cream Aqua Balm. I like this. So this is a kind of gel-based moisturizer. I'd recommend this to anyone who has a normal skin type, who is combo or oily. Also, if you have a normal skin but you live in a humid, hot climate, this would be a great moisturizer for you because it's not too heavy on the skin. I have another one of these kind of deluxe sized samples that I have on rotation, but I feel like if I didn't have any, I would probably invest in this for maybe spring and summer. This is the Murad City Skin Age Defense Broad Spectrum SPF PA+++++. This is an SPF 50 and this is a mineral sunscreen. This is a great sunscreen for anyone who is allergic to chemical sunscreens. It's perfect for sensitive skin types as well. This is ultra lightweight and it does have a peach tint to it, so if you have some color correcting or some uneven tone that you want to do on the skin before makeup application, this would be great. This does not leave a white cast on the skin, so this is excellent for all skin types. This protects against UVA, UVB pollution, blue light from devices, and infrared radiation. I use this in the morning, of course, with or without makeup. I feel like this primes my skin for makeup application, and typically how I go about using this sunscreen is by using the C-Firma Day Serum by Drunk Elephant, and then I'd follow it with my Murad City Skin Age Defense. These are typically my go-to for daytime use, unless I'm feeling a little bit more adventurous. These are typically my go-to for daytime use, and I love both of these. I think this was my favorite sunscreen from 2017 as well, and I think it will be for this year as well. This is the Rose Face Mask. This is infused with real rose petals. This hydrates and tones the skin. I really like this mask. I love the Fresh Beauty Rose range. I do like the smell of roses. I didn't when I was much younger, but maybe that's part of like the aging process. I don't know. But I really like this mask. I would go in and use this when I was feeling dry or flaky and I needed just a nice boost of hydration to the skin. If I were to use this on a night where I'd be using more than one mask, I would use this as the final mask. Say for example, I'd go in with maybe an exfoliating mask and then I'd go in with this. I do have another, I think I have 2 more deluxe size samples of this. If you are maybe allergic to fragrances, you may want to stay away from this because it does have that rose fragrance to it. I also have the Splash Absolute Hydration Replenishing Sleeping Pack by Algenist. I really liked this product. I would use this as the final step of my skincare routine during summer and fall. I loved this. It wasn't heavy at all. It was lightweight. It was kind of like a gel type of consistency. My skin the next day would wake up plump and hydrated. I didn't have any oily residue at all. Like I felt like it just really, you know, was absorbed by the skin overnight. And I don't know why I didn't buy this. I did buy a Dr. Jart overnight sleeping mask instead of this because I totally spaced out and forgot that I had used and loved this. And then this is another fresh product. This is the Fresh Black Tea Firming Overnight Mask. This is a very pricey product, but I feel like if you have the money to splurge for this, this is a great investment. I think this is $98. I got mine at Sephora and I'd use this at night before a big event. This was a little bit thick in consistency. I did try to apply a thin layer, but a little bit goes a long way with this product. I know usually when we think of masks, we think of applying a thick layer to the skin, but with this being an overnight mask, I feel like a thin layer, say as you would apply a moisturizer, that's how I would go on about applying this. And this was great. I feel like this would really smooth and firm my skin. I feel like my problem areas, say for example my forehead and my fine lines, would be just diminished overnight. I really liked this. I did invest in an Origins firming mask. It's not as good as this one, but if I do have the funds to purchase this when I run out of the Origins one, I will repurchase this again. And now we're gonna move on to makeup. I don't have a lot of makeup empties. I do have the 2 ColourPop Brow Boss brow pencils. I think this is my favorite brow product. This is what I'm wearing on my brows today, and I typically use the shade dark brown. I do run through these quite fast. I think they have about as much product as the Anastasia brow is. Before I was using a brow powder, so I don't know what it is, but I love this, and I already have one that just got here today, so I love this a lot. And then next I have 2 concealers. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the shade Medium 30 and the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Medium as well. You can tell this is like way gone. I have scraped as much as I can from both of these tubes. I have the same exact shades on rotation right now. Here I have another ColourPop, and then I have the Shape Tape in the drawer back here. These are 2 of my favorite concealers. I feel like this gives me a lot more coverage, but this is kind of like everyday wear for me. I love both of these, and I will continue to repurchase for as long as something better comes out, which I have yet to find. And now for hair. I have the Christophe Robin Regenerating Mask with Rare Prickly Pear Seed Oil. I hardly ever use hair masks during the shower now, but I feel like this one was really nice. I feel like it added maybe volume and softened my hair a bit. I do use a lot of dry shampoo, so as far as softness, I don't feel like it lasted very long, but that could be because I do use the dry shampoo. And then as far as scent, this is not my favorite scent, so I didn't upgrade to a full size of this, unfortunately. Then I have another one. This is the Madame CJ Walker. This is a wonderful deep conditioning mask. This is supposed to hydrate and condition, and it is for all skin types. This is another one of those hair masks that I didn't enjoy the scent, so I didn't repurchase it. I did, however, like using it. This is supposed to be used on your scalp and strands. I did just focus for primarily using it on the ends of my hair, or I didn't upgrade to a full size of this, unfortunately. And then I have the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. Now I didn't upgrade to a full size of this because I do have other dry shampoos. This had a very refreshing scent to it. It did leave my hair with a little bit of a white cast, so I didn't upgrade to a full size. I have this gigantic bottle of dry shampoo. Can you tell I love dry shampoo? This is by Pearlessence. This is in the rose petal scent. I really liked this dry shampoo. I have another one that I have currently open as well. I think it is a different scent, but I liked this. As far as white cast, I really couldn't tell if I had it. But I liked this. You get 8 ounces, so that's a lot of dry shampoo. And I do just wash my hair about 2 to 3 times a week, and in between washes I rely on dry shampoo. Sometimes even after washing the hair and drying, I will spritz some dry shampoo to add volume and texture, since I have a lot of hair but it is very fine, and I really do like that messy textured look. So sometimes after washing the hair, I will apply some dry shampoo. And speaking of a dry shampoo, this is my favorite dry shampoo of life. This is the OUAI Texturizing Hairspray, but you can think of this as a texturizing spray and a dry shampoo as well. I absolutely love every scent that OUAI has added to their products. I think I just live for those scents. They can be strong and musky or just fresh scents, and I love them. I live for them. I have another one of these currently open and on rotation. No matter what the price point, I will continue to repurchase this because this is truly one of my favorite products. Last but not least, I have the Pureology Serious Color Care Color Fanatic Multitasking Hair Beautifier for perfecting color treated hair. This has an anti-fade complex. I use this for I want to say 2 to 3 years now. I did move on from this, however, and I purchased the OUAI Leave-In conditioner just because I wanted to try something new. If you're like me and you hate brushing your hair, this makes that process a little bit easier. So I typically use this after showering, of course, just kind of spritz it, let it dry a little bit, and then I'd comb through it. I'd like to say maybe 2 to 3 bottles of this, and I'd get this at Ulta. And there we have it. Those are all of my product empties. I did make sure to include even those deluxe sized samples that I tend to get in my Sephora play boxes, because even though, you know, I get a lot of product from there, I don't always use what I get in those boxes. So I think I'd like to make it a point to add them into these videos so that you do see what products I am selecting from these Sephora play boxes to use, especially with eye creams. Those are excellent deluxe size samples. I feel like they last a long time, so whenever I use them, I try to make it a point to kind of celebrate that I have gone through an eye cream, because yes, they are expensive, they're pricey, and if you do get a deluxe size sample in there, definitely use them. I think that's all I have for you guys for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Joey's probably dreaming of little lady dogs because he's like wagging his tail in his sleep. But he's not snoring today, so that's really nice. And then as far as how I would use this, this is a really cute, fun bottle. I didn't upgrade to a full size of this because I have